Well, visuals that you see on your screen right now are coming to you from Energodar, where the nuclear plant is currently located. Now, this is a city that is on the banks of the Dnieper River. And what we are seeing, of course, has been a continuous assault on this city in a bid, perhaps by Russia, to control the ports. So visuals on your screen coming to you are live. These are visuals. Shelling is continuing. Despite reports that seem to suggest that the world is bearing down currently on Russia to stop attacks in this area, at least there have been two rounds of talks yet so far between Russia and Ukraine. And what we've seen, of course, is the fact that they have now come to a conclusion that at least for evacuation of civilians, there needs to be a corridor that will be provided. Just to tell our viewers about what's happened this morning, we have seen Russian forces shell Europe's largest nuclear plant early Friday, sparking a fire as they pressed their attack on a crucial energy-producing Ukrainian city. We are now also getting reports that they have gained ground in a bid to cut off the country from the sea. Samiksha, what this essentially means is that the dynamics of this war could perhaps now change. We have seen the Canadian Prime Minister speak to Zelensky. We've also seen several other world leaders already step in.
Well, absolutely, Nupur, and what we are also being told that if this escalates, if the fire is not really doused, the escalation could be huge. In fact, the ramifications, we are told, could be huge, and it could be, in fact, 10 times more than what we saw during Chernobyl disaster as well.
All right, absolutely. As Samiksha is pointing out, there is fears that this could go out of hand now. The world's leading nuclear authorities at the moment have said that they see no immediate cause of alarm about damage to this facility, but the assault has triggered a phone call between the US President Joe Biden and the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. And the US Department of Energy has also activated its nuclear incident response team as a precaution. Now, the attack on the eastern city of Energodar and its nuclear power plant has unfolded as the invasion has entered its second week, and another round of talks between the two sides have yielded a tentative agreement as of now to set up safe corridors to evacuate citizens and deliver humanitarian aid. Samiksha, also talk us through what we are seeing in terms of what really happened in the talks yesterday. Right now, there is just perhaps, a tentative agreement to step back and allow at least humanitarian corridors to be established.
Well, as we speak, Nupur, what we're learning is that the US has activated its nuclear incident response team as well. So there we have US reacting to the shelling that has been reported at the nuclear power plant and the firing which is currently on. The US, of course, jumping to action. It remains to be seen if US eventually sends its troops as well, because what we've seen so far is that the US has maintained that though it would supply military aid, it will not be sending its troops to Ukraine. And now what we're learning right now is that the US has deployed activated, in fact, its nuclear incident response team as well. My colleague Crispino is joining us from the newsroom for the latest. Crispino, over to you. What is the latest that you're learning on the ground?
And the latest, we're looking at how the United States is responding to this entire crisis unfolding in Ukraine. And we're looking at two tweets put out specifically by the Secretary Jennifer Granholm, and she has said that she has just spoken with Ukraine's energy minister about the situation at Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. Russian military operations near the plant are reckless and must cease. In her second tweet, she goes on to say that they have activated the nuclear incident response team and are monitoring events in consultation with the Department of Defense, the NRC government, and the White House. We have seen no elevated radiation readings near the facility. The United States now, in fact, monitoring the situation at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant right now, and all efforts are being made to bring about some kind of solution to this entire crisis that is unfolding.